Hello and welcome to my channel. In today's video I'm going to show how to monitor the event logs with Zabbix. For this case I have prepared Zabbix v4 and I'm not going to show how to do that in this video. In this video you will learn how to add a new Zabbix client and how to monitor the event logs. So this is my client Windows 10 and I'm going to show how to do that. First I install the Zabbix agent. You need to download it from the Zabbix website. So I'm going to install it, very easy. So here, this is my host name. So this is the host name of this computer and it's very important to know that. Zabbix server. So I'm going to enter my IP address of the Zabbix server, and if you need to monitor the event logs, this is very important to know that you need to this is the feature in the Zabbix called active check. So that active check is very important to activate and set it during the installation of the agent. If you already installed the agent, I will show you how to modify it, but for now I will enter this number as my Zabbix server. So this is same because it's supposed to send the information to the Zabbix server. So the listener port is same, I am not changing it, and install the server. Okay, now my Zabbix client is installed. This is the IP address of the client and I'm going to ping my Zabbix server. So the reachability is okay. Now I'm going here, go to configuration, host, and on the top right, create host. Here I will put the name of my clients or host. Template, so that's another topic, but you have some templates from before and you can assign something for now. That's not important and the topic of this video. So I'm just assigning something like maybe operation system. So host group, also you can create a host group based on the location, so that's not important for now. I will put it as a virtual machine. Click here on add and choose agent. I need to add the IP address of my computer like hosting. So this IP address is 150 1025 10.150. I'm not going to change the other parameters and leave it for now and add. So I'm going to monitoring and host. It takes a little time to show the status. As you can see, when I enter that IP address, something here is showing for me. So that's the IP address of my client and it's something called active check. So this active check and this status need to be green both. So it takes time a little bit. I will wait until it detects my client. Okay, after like just a few seconds later, the availability and active check become green. But probably if you do it for the first time, it might be the active check is not enabled. So I'm going to show how to do that, and that's very important because previously I have that one on my machine and remove it. So for that purpose, you need to go on your virtual machine, on your machine, go to the location where Zabbix is installed. So it's here, program file, Zabbix agent, and this is a configuration file. You can right click and open it with Notepad. So in this Notepad, I need to go down and find the server IP address. So there are some parameters. I will show how to. So this is in here, options server. I have this server IP address here. Also in server active, that's the important one, and you might need to modify this one. I'm going down, and as you can see, so that's the server active. It should be the IP address of the Zabbix server. If you don't enter that one during the installation, this one will be 127.0.0.1, and the host name probably is different. So that's very important. This host name in this configuration file should be exactly same as what you configured here. If I go here, this is case sensitive, so be careful about that. So this host name should be exactly matched with something that you have here. If I change one of the letters to a small letter, probably the active check will be down. Let me try. I might not have permissions to do that, and if I change it, definitely it will be not green anymore. So I'm not going to change it, but you can copy it somewhere else, like in document, remove it from here, modify it, and put it back again. So it's running. You might need to go to the services and disable or stop the service related to Zabbix. Then move it to somewhere else, like stop it, move it to somewhere else, modify the configuration, and put it back again, and start it and restart your machine. So that's the very important one. Now the active check, you learn how to make it available and get it to work. That's the important part. The other part is go here on the configuration. So what we need to monitor. So I'm going on this computer, going to event log. Oh, sorry. Okay, I'm going to event log and find the event to monitor. Because probably I might not have any errors, I'm going to security logs and monitor one of the events here. Okay, now here in the security, I pick one of these events. For example, event 4672 special logon. So that's for security logs. Now I'm going to host again. Oh, sorry. I'm going to configuration, host. For host, so we can do the same thing. We can assign or create this based on the templates or directly assign it to this one. For now, I'm going to assign it to the host, but later, because if you have probably more machines, you can go to the templates and probably assign it in your templates, like in the items. You need to create a new item. But for now, I am going back in host and assign it directly to my machine. So I'm click on the item. On the top right, there is something called create item. I will click on the item. I will choose a name for it. For example, monitor security log monitoring, or whatever, or name of the event. So that's not important. In the type, it's very important. You have to choose Zabbix agent active. Otherwise, it doesn't work. So that's very important one. Also here in the key, you can click on select and find the event. So the event is here. Also, if you didn't find, make sure the type is set on the active, Zabbix agent active, and here the event log. I click on the event, so that's the important, and there are some items here. The full documentation is available in Zabbix website and Zabbix documentation, and it's there exactly explained one by one. So I will explain a little bit. So event log will not change. Name, it's exactly same as what you want to monitor. For here, I want to monitor the security. So I'm not touch anything. I just remove the name and put security. There are some other options. For example, create based on the regex, which is a more advanced feature. For now, I am not going to use that, so I just delete it and leave everything else there. So the severity, I can define the severity. For example, here the severity. Okay, here, because we don't have the severity like audit access here, for example, in the application or other, we have information, we have an error, we have a warning. So this one is warning. Here I can just ignore it for now, remove it. I can define event ID. For example, source can be this one when you click on it. So source can be Microsoft Windows Security, so we can ignore that one as well, just remove it. You can put more exact, like for example here I'm going to put the exact event ID. The event ID is, in this case, 4672. So I don't need this one. And mode, so make sure this one you put it on the skip, otherwise it will bring everything up from before, any event there. Skip will skip everything generated already, and it's again, if it generated, it will show that only. Also type information, make sure this one you put it on the log. Interval update, you can reduce it, for example, to 10 seconds. And that's it for now. I will click on add. Okay, now we need to wait until it shows something. So the last one is happened like a few minutes ago. Let me show how to find it. If I go here, monitoring, go to latest data, and let me monitor and find my virtual machine. That's the host one. I'm just filter based on the host machine, and I need to go in this and find Hyper-V monitoring. No, not this one. So this is for my server. Oh, let me apply. Okay, for here, let me look for the event log. Okay, security log monitoring. I will click on story and put it on 5 minutes. So right now nothing is generated. I will pause video and just come back again. Okay, I had to log out and log back in. It's 12:47, and as you can see here, so the log is generated. So the log is generated, and the information is here, so it's include everything. So for monitor the server, I have some problems. Let me share with you guys. Probably some of the monitoring services cannot monitor these logs here. When you go here in the Microsoft Windows, there are some important event log here you need to monitor. In my case, I need to monitor the Hyper-V logs, so I have lots of logs here. Let me to find my logs. So the logs I'm looking for is these logs, and I specifically need to monitor this one. So how to monitor this? This one is a little bit different. I already add my server and I already add these logs here, but I need to show how to do that. So that's something I'm doing right now. Based on the template, which is the template is here. Name should be this one. For example, in my case, I need to monitor this one. I need to find what's the name of the file located in the server. So the location of the file are located, you need to go on this location or here. So if I go here, Windows 32, System 32, event logs. So let me go on this location, and as you can see, all these logs, everything here are stored in this location, and this is the name of what you need to monitor. For example, here in my case, the name of the file or the admin Hyper-V VMMS, the name is here. So Microsoft Windows Hyper-V VMM. You need to find it, what you need to monitor. So put that name here. So I need to I need all the errors, and I don't need anything else. If you need any specific event ID, you can enter it, so based on here. But for now, I put this one and add it, and already show me what I'm looking for. So let me go on my latest data and select my Windows server. No, not Zabbix server. So choose my name, apply, and let me go here and find my security log monitoring. No, not this one. It's Hyper-V logs. I believe it should be somewhere here. Okay, Hyper-V log monitoring. If I go here and click on history, as you can see, everything is here. So that's very important and was very important for me. Hope you guys learned something. And if I go here in the Zabbix agent and open the configuration, so this one is same as the other virtual machine. You need to make sure the server in the options server is that's the IP address of my Zabbix server, and in active check here, server active. So this one, host name, should be match with your server host name. And again, if you go on the configuration host, so this one should be exactly what you configured, server, exactly. And that's it. I hope you learned something, and please subscribe to my channel and like my video.